What's up? You know who it is, Winter, aka Emma Jane, and I am here for another Ask Winter session. Yes, this comes from a man. Love the men questions, so juicy. The question is, why is it good to not settle for your past relationship when everything new isn't working out? And before we get to it, like and subscribe if you just love me as a person and you just want to support. Also, this is a really great topic that you should just send. Do me a favor and send this video to someone you know who keeps double backing, okay? And keeps taking 2 steps back, going back to the past when they just feel like they just don't believe that something is ahead of them. I know we all have a friend that just cannot let that old thing go. So this video is perfect if you want to say, send them a message without sending them a message. You know what I mean? I'm here for that. So it really is like kill the messenger. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be that. You're like, ooh, I came across this video that talks about, settling, going back or whatever to the ex, when you really should just be focusing on the future. But remember, there's always 2 sides to the story when it comes to things. So that is what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to it. Why is it good to not settle for your past relationship when everything new isn't working out? Well, let me just say this. It's not always bad to go backwards to someone else that you used to date. But there has to be some things in place before you decide to do that. And so what I am going to do is let you know what are some of the things that you should look for before you go backwards. If none of those things are there, then guess what? Next, stage left, exit, and go forward. And so pass go, get $200. You don't want to go to jail, back. We don't want to do that. So here we go. Let's first talk about why did you break up in the first place? So that's the first point. If you broke up because that person is whack, a liar, a cheater, abusive, immature, okay, just doesn't handle their business, emotional, super emotional, things of that nature, then you know what? You probably don't want to go backwards. And the reason why I say this is that these are character issues, all right? When someone cheats and lies and doesn't really have an understanding of how trust impacts a relationship, you don't want to go backwards. If someone is abusive and has been abusive to you and you go backwards, guess what? They're probably going to be abusive going forward. I'm not saying this is 100%, but I'm saying a 90%, chance that their old ways are going to kind of sneak in. And if you know that you had a tumultuous, toxic relationship with someone in the past, most likely you're going to have a toxic relationship going forward. It's just going to take a slower time to emerge. So with that said, it's not good to settle for that old thing if it was toxic. However, but let's talk about why you could go back and it's not going to be so detrimental to you. All right, so the first thing is time. If you guys were dating and just didn't have a lot of time for each other and your schedules were just conflicting, it wasn't the right time. And that's okay. I would explore going backwards. I'd be like, you know what? Our schedules are more aligned now. So maybe we could date. Distance. If that person moved and you had to break up and now they're back in the same area, why not try it again? Sometimes long distance relationships are not the bag and no one wants to do that. And no one wants to be traveling and paying a whole bunch of money to go see back and forth. That's heavy. It's lonely. It's no fun that is not what you want to do. Some people love long distance relationships, but if you broke up because of distance or time, why not double back if you guys, can make it work? Also, let's just say, for instance, you just weren't ready for a relationship. I don't see what the problem is if you go backwards if you're ready now. Some people just aren't ready. And that's okay. That's honest. Like, look, I'm trying. It's not working out for me. I am busy. I have a lot of things on my plate. I'm just not ready to be present. I'm not ready to be reciprocal. I think a lot of people need to have selfish seasons in their life because that is a time of growth. The more selfish you are with yourself, the more you say no to others and yes to yourself, the more growth you have in your life, the more focus you have. And If you were in a stage in your life where you were focused on your job, on your craft, on school, you know what? Maybe a relationship just was not it at the time. And so if you have accomplished certain things and now it has freed up your space and concentration, you have more to give. So I would explore that. I am not one of those people that goes, they're your ex for a reason. You know, if they were your ex for a reason because they're whack, yeah, why would you go back? That is totally why you should not settle. There are way too many people that you will meet along your alignment and along your path that will be better than your old thing. But that's the thing. A lot of us go backwards because we have not found someone that gives us a better experience than the old thing. And a lot of times, certain people keep going back to toxic situations because of that up and down roller coaster, which is addictive. I don't know if you knew that, but toxic relationships are addictive and they're thrilling. And as humans, we crave that thrill. I know, it's so sad. That's why we get on roller coasters and risk our life, because we need to feel excitement as humans. And many times toxic relationships gives us that thrill, and we become addicted, and our nervous system goes up and down because they're like, oh, this is exciting. Oh, I'm sad. But when is it going to be exciting again? And so we get addicted to that feeling. So when we meet new people and they're not being toxic with us, it can come across as boring. And we're like, dang, I miss that old thing. Oh, we had such sexual energy. We had that chemistry. But at the end of the day, it was toxic. You know what I mean? It wasn't healthy for you. So the same way we as humans go to bad food, well, we have tendencies to go back to bad relationships as well. And then once you get exhausted of that and feel unhealthy, then you're like, you know, I should have never went backwards. So that's what we're going to wrap up. If they're toxic, don't go backwards. Do not settle. If it was a relationship because of time constraints, distance, focus, why not give it a try? I think that's fair. Now, remember, if you know someone who's struggling going back to someone old, they probably were in a toxic relationship in the first place. And you may want to send them this. And if they say, ooh, it was like a roller coaster and I really missed that, ooh, that energy. Well, you know what? They probably need to hear this message. Please move on to something healthy. You will appreciate it. And you won't waste so much time in life fooling with the wrong people. You can fool with the right people. So I hope this helped. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Ask Winter. And if you have any questions, if you're struggling with a relationship or something at home or at work or with your kids or whatever, just send me a little email at TheTrillestwinter@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram. I'm about to start loading up to TikTok. And so I'm so excited. Remember, like and subscribe. If not, I'm going to cut it. I'm just kidding. And I hope you enjoyed. And take care and bye.